all started while I was scrolling through my comment section.
Hey, I would like to share this one Minecraft YouTube channel called Thomas the Modder. His videos are kind of strange with hidden messages in them. I hope you notice this and create a video figuring it out.
Out of curiosity, I decided to check out the channel. 8 videos, some community posts, nothing stuck out as odd to me. Except all of that changed from the moment I clicked on video number 1. Thomas's first ever recording opens up with an introduction. My name is Thomas, and no, this isn't a Minecraft analog horror. As I'm a modder, I had the idea of changing and deleting some parts. Thomas mines a tree, then opens his inventory which reveals something odd. If his skin looks like this, then why is it so that in game it doesn't even appear? He may have mentioned that his Minecraft is lagging, but I'm sure his skin should not look like that since there are no shadows nearby, so maybe Thomas just simply removed his skin in the game files. Anyways, he later mentions that this video was recorded on September 11th, 2025, before he spots a 1x1 tunnel that, judging by our players' confusion, they did not make that. Still, he decides to investigate, finds not only this small village house, but even this never before seen block. Even though Thomas mentions how he's German but lives in the US, but then why is his game in Portuguese? Thomas goes exploring and unexpectedly finds the same structure again, but what's even more confusing is how he doesn't even know what language Minecraft is set to, but luckily for us, he explains the situation. I don't use my real account, I'm using a friend's account. Thomas dies to a creeper, goes to retrieve his items, but then out of nowhere, his screen glitches, all the past messages vanish, and an alley can be seen stuck in one spot. He kills it, but then out of the blue, Thomas just flicks his mouse like something scared him, and ends episode 1. This first video, in my opinion, felt a bit strange, uncomfortable to watch. When opening the description and scrolling to the bottom, we can read this. Please Thomas, don't stay in this world. It clearly isn't Thomas himself who wrote that, so who did? Well, let's just say the second episode might just give us the answer. Right off the bat, we spot that it isn't Thomas recording this time, but a player called Joe_21A, where Joe in English is John, the same name Thomas wrote in the comments. John doesn't speak English, so we'll have to translate everything he sends in chat. Hey Thomas, how's it going? I will type in Portuguese for you because I don't know German or English. I'm testing your buggy note that you sent me. I don't know why you asked me to make a video for you. John then finishes building his house, goes to grab some gravel when suddenly it occurs again. John's world reloaded, his items and chat messages have vanished. What? Where are my items? He walks back to his house, confused, and sees that a part of it is just missing, while right next to him is that same block we saw Thomas find. Thomas, what the heck did you put in my mod? Is this a prank? John then discovers this deep hole that also appeared right before he falls, and we get this. Whoever this is, they seem to be tracing back and forth, and the more we watch, the more uncanny the recording gets, and the last message we receive is, "The codes is not just lines. Sorry, John." Okay, what even happened? Our player experiences the same glitch Thomas did, except here it's like John's body got taken over, but what confused me the most were of course the last 2 messages. It feels like Thomas intentionally did this to John. He put something far worse into the codes of the mod than we could ever imagine. It's like Thomas did this as a way of revenge, then decides to act innocent in the comments. But why? So, unfortunately, I had to create another world, but my skin is back, and now you can forget about the first video, okay? Alright, before we move on any further, is Thomas trying to get us to forget about the first upload on purpose? It's like he's hiding something that he coded into the game and now regrets it. Perhaps all the anomalies that should not have occurred in the first place. Around 2 minutes in, Thomas decides to say, "My friend John was testing my mod yesterday." This is fine except for the fact that he put quote-unquote mod. So why is Thomas being sarcastic? Is he actually hiding something from us, or was that just an innocent prank against John? Despite that question, we can see that his skin looks normal, and this may actually just be a normal, new beginning to a survival road like the title suggests. Well, that is, until we skip to the 7-minute mark and see this chat message.
What the heck? John? Where are you?
Despite already joining once, he joins the single player world for a second time without ever leaving, and then we hear this. Thomas tabs out and we can hear him receiving messages from someone on Discord before that same person calls him up. Thomas joins, leaves, and goes back to playing Minecraft, utterly confused. Was the person trying to contact our player, John? Well, it starts getting creepier than that. Around 13 minutes, random beepings can be heard, and no, they're not Morse codes since there are no spaces between, meaning it cannot even be decoded. Immediately after, a sign appears which leaks that Thomas was born in 2010. Then, our player presses tab and... what? John's username changed to a copy of the account Thomas is playing on, right before a chat message shows up. 12 damage caused to Thomas, and this final scene causes the video to end. The fourth episode starts off with Thomas falling into a world that looks oddly familiar as we see the exact same house that John previously built. Our protagonist has gotten to a point where they realize how absurd this is, as the title translates to I can't have a normal world. Thomas soon stumbles upon a chest labeled as gift. He grabs the items, heads inside the house and starts reading the book named Book of Lines 01.
I shouldn't write. I shouldn't think. I shouldn't be alive. But you made me this way, and now I see the horrors of your world. I wanna see you like me before you touch me.
Thomas goes to sleep, afraid of what this world truly is about, and the text appears, Act 1. Where is John? In the beginning of episode 5, we see an unknown player's perspective, who is stalking our player, Thomas. Some time passes and another gift spawns containing basic needs for survival, but most importantly, the Book of Lines 2. But before Thomas gets to check what's inside, a player spawns out of nowhere, then goes away. Maybe they're the ones sending these packages.
Suffer. Suffer through your own accidental creation. I wish I could show myself to you, but I have no body, nor senses, and most of all, I have no feelings.
Okay, interesting. Thomas then decides to go exploring and comes across this small base, guessing it was John's home as the title says. No signs of items left except another book. This book was left by John himself, and this is what he wrote down.
Hi, I'm John, and apparently I have been here for 5 days already, and this is my first house. If you're reading this, you're probably one of Thomas's friends, or Thomas himself. I wanted to talk about a few things regarding this place. I know someone put us here for sure. Secondly, it's like a mix of the nether and the surface, so there's grass and nether creatures. Thirdly, it almost never gets dark here, and fourthly, this place is scarce in resources, but sometimes I find some dropped items on the ground. Thank you, and maybe goodbye.
So, what exactly did we learn from this? Well, we understood the fact that the only resources we are able to get are either from the gift chests, nether mobs, or structures. We don't know how these players got put into this world or why, but it's said that they are trapped between 4 walls, meaning it's probably near impossible to break out. In the 6th episode, we are viewing the perspective of John, who tells us an important fact.
It's been 8 days since I've been trapped in this world and in my room. I'm recording this as a warning to Thomas that if he falls here, he won't just be trapped in the game. This thing can manipulate beyond the game. I think it can manipulate reality. Who are you? And why are you doing this?
This information is pretty useful, as it not only explains how this creation of some sort is now making these players live through hell, but even this private video shows a text that says,
But don't worry, I haven't made him suffer yet.
Whatever mod Thomas coded has now taken an overly dark turn that makes sure the players don't feel any sort of peace or safety the more time they spend in this world. The next video starts off as usual. The protagonist grabs the gifted items along with the third book of lines and opens it. What's it like being my prisoner? I think you've already figured out that you're now forced to play my game. I wanted to see you suffer, and here you are. And best of all, you are not alone. I want you like I was, before you touched me. A few minutes later, Thomas decides to go exploring before he finds a bastion with 0 mobs in it, and as well these randomly dug out holes that look pretty familiar to the one John fell into. Our player stays at the same bastion and ends the recording. In case that wasn't odd enough, take a look at episode 8. The recording is really laggy. The same unknown blue blocks can be seen. We enter this room with signs in front of us such as I can change your world and mine. Find your friend Aaron. I know who's next to come to this place. Thomas, scared of all the corruptions, he tries heading back to his house, except it's gone. And with no hope, Thomas ends the 8th episode and leaves us with many questions. Unfortunately, this is the current last episode that was uploaded to the channel, but to truly understand this ARG, let's go over everything and learn the details. Thomas is a modder who decided to code something into the game that, as we continue watching, see that it affects any world the mod is put in. Structures appearing at random places, non-existent blocks, world corruptions, and a lot more anomalies even outside of Minecraft. Whatever creation Thomas coded, it was a horrible idea. It's gotten to the point where it's controlling the players, making them suffer throughout each day, and to know if they will ever even escape, we'll just have to wait for the future episodes.